Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Meet Marcos. Marcos is my coworker that I've been working with for about 3 months now, yet he still can't remember my or any of my other coworkers' names. No, nothing is wrong with the audio. You don't have to keep turning it up. I don't know how, but I completely missed the audio portion for this recording session. And I don't know how because I tested it right before I started recording. There's really nothing I can do now. So instead, I'm going to give you a rendition of what happened. Gene, Dave, Elizabeth, Dion. Long ago, the 4 coworkers worked together in harmony. Then, everything changed when Marcos was hired. Only Ahad, master of all 4 of their names, could teach him. But when his coworkers needed him most, he vanished. 2 weeks passed and Ahad created a new invention, an invention named the Namestone. And although it worked great, there was tape and super glue everywhere. But I believe the Namestone could change the world. Meet the Namestone. This is the missing Infinity Stone that if Thanos would have had, maybe he would have recognized who that strongest Marvel character was in that certain scene.
You took everything from me.
I don't even know who you are.
The Namestone is here to get rid of those awkward situations where you met the person the first time and then you have to recall their name the second time and you can't recall their names. You know, that happens to us all the time. At least it happens to me all the time. This is what this is for. It's heavily based off of the Eye of Agamotto from Doctor Strange. Inside of here is a Jetson Nano. The Namestone is mainly ran by the Jetson Nano, which is the brains of the whole contraption. And as you can see, there's also a stone in here if you look really closely. And then when you say activate, the stone also lights up. In the back here, we have our external battery that's hooked into the Jetson Nano. We also have the mic. You can see the speaker down here. There's gonna be a close-up of the camera. Inside of this second container is also the compass that you can't see right now because it's taped up. And we have our wireless antennas on the side. All of the speech recognition is ran by Snowboy's hot word detection. So I can say something like activate, and it activates. I can also change the mode, change the mode. Now it's on audio mode. And I can also, exit. But now the program closed. The Namestone, almost everything you see here was 3D printed. So you have the cover, which is the Eye of Agamotto clone. You have the case, the little box containing everything. You also can see a stand in here, which is holding the camera, the compass, and then the stone. There's also a holder back here for the battery holder plus the Jetson Nano. I don't know if you can see that, but we'll do a close up on it. But yeah, all of this was 3D printed and modeled through using Fusion 360. And there's also, if you look in the back here, there's slots for this cover to slide down because this wasn't printed in one piece. This was too big, actually. Even the eye right here wasn't printed in one piece. You can see a slit going down the middle, which actually broke during testing. So this was half and half. There are 3 features the Namestone possesses. The first being the visual feature we're about to get into right now. The first feature that the Namestone can leverage to optimize its name identification ability is the visual feature. The visual feature is of course powered by a camera, the CSI Pi V2 camera to be exact. The visual feature worked by collecting thousands on top of thousands of images and then training a convolutional neural network to recognize one person from the next. Instead of sitting there taking thousands of images and eventually growing tired, we instead took a few minutes of video of each person. We then extracted each frame from the videos and then shrunk them down to a small enough size so we wouldn't have to wait days to train our convolutional neural network. We trained our network using PyTorch transfer learning. It started receiving above 95% accuracy within about 10 minutes. Real life is where we figure out if it actually worked or not. So let's see how it performs.
Oh, hey, Marcos.
Shit, what's his name? Oh, right. I got one of the activities. Activate. Right. Hey. So you're playing tic-tac-toe there.
Yeah, my son says I need to practice.
Okay. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Hello there, Marcos. Hey. Activate. Please, with people. Dean. Hey, so how are you? Well, I gotta go.
Now the face feature is cool and all, but what if you can't hold the Namestone around your neck and instead you just wanted to sit right near you? Well, we have a feature for that as well. The voice feature will listen in on what's going on and then tell you who's talking. Similar to the face feature, we gathered minutes worth of my coworkers talking. I then removed all the silent portions of the audio and then broke the audio down into 10-second portions. We then transformed this audio into the male frequency septual coefficients, or MFCC for short, and is the technique commonly used in telephone number recognition. So after transforming the audio into the male frequency septual coefficients, we then will be given a vector that we can feed into the Pickles Gaussian mixture model to train our audio network. Now that we have our network, instead of having the name zone always listening and testing against that network, we wanted to only listen in when we need it. So we use Snowboy to listen for the keyword activate. After it receives that command, it will listen in for 3 seconds and save that to a WAV file. We'll then grab that WAV file, transform it into the MFCC we mentioned earlier, and now that we have that vector, we can run it against our trained model that we trained earlier.
According to Section 3 of the Area 51 raid, we're going to need to
Activate.
Naruto, run down the left hill and blitz the security forces until there's nothing left. Did you say something?
Yeah, Dion. Well, I think the Naruto run is a great idea. I'm not sure it'll be fast enough to get by the guards.
You may be right, I think.
Activate.
A big concept playing all the best hits would really grab the attention of the guards. Yes, Marcos?
Oh, I was just saying your name because I agree.
All right. Meeting adjourned. Man, Marcos was really outspoken in this meeting, and he remembered all of our names. We're going to have to get him in some more of our meetings.
Yeah.
Now, as you just watched, the video and voice recognition work great, but they both require users to be right near you. And most of the times, you're not going to have that person to be able to speak or be able to be in view of the camera at any time. I'm sure y'all catching on by now. We thought about that as well. There's a comments feature built in here where you can just point to a user, no matter where they are, even if they're behind a wall, and it'll still be able to find them, given that direction of the compass. You know?
Activate.
So sadly, at some point when I brought the name zone to be used, there was either some big magnetic field around or one of the wires got pulled out a little bit because it wasn't working correctly. The compass wasn't picking up the correct directions and it stayed in one direction the whole time. So it ended up saying that one person's name continuously. But at that point, it was towards the end of the day and everyone was about to go home. So instead of me trying to figure out what was going on with the compass, I instead changed this feature to the in order feature. The in order feature has the ability to just go through a list of people in order. So it goes Ahad, Elizabeth, Dion, Jean, Dave. So if Marcos wanted to call out Dion, he would say activate 3 times because that's the third person in the list. When life hands you lemons, you make a new feature.
Activate.
We're gonna find out if this actually worked. All this work we put in for this name song, see if it finally worked.
Señor Marcos, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Bien. ¿Cuál es mi nombre?
Dion.
Hey, one. All right,
Part 2.
let's see.
Jean.
Hey, last one.
There you go. Starts with an E. Elizabeth.
That's actually impressive. We need Dave though.
After how many weeks, months?
Doesn't matter. We got the name stone now.
It worked.
What do y'all say? What do y'all have to say about the name stone?
It's awesome. It works out. He actually knows my name. What's his name? Guy behind the camera. What's this guy's name?
Oh wait. Did he remember my name or did he not? I don't know. It's a mystery. I hope y'all like this project. I enjoyed it a lot. I hope you guys did as well. As always, follow me on Twitter, like, comment, and subscribe, and continue to embrace the spark.